Hey, I'm Skyler Woodward. I'm two-time Moscone Cup MVP, and you're watching Railbirds TV.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, this is Railbirds TV, the 2020 Derby City Classic, One Pocket Division. I'm Jeremy Jones, and special guest joined with Skyler Woodward. Hey, Sky.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, good. Kind of different deal here. I don't think I've ever commentated one of my own matches before, so to keep it a little more on the, the lighter side, I'm glad we got you in the booth here.
Yeah, so you'll get to see yourself miss all the bowls, huh?
Yeah.
Or run out. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever, it'll be kind of like a hangover, I guess. Not feeling good for a few days after seeing a few things, but probably, some things will be delightful, I hope. So you can see the matches here. Myself with 5 opening wins and then losing to a really good player from Houston, Blaine Barkus. We'll get a look at Alex's here. Alex lost to Jason Shaw in round 6. Big wins though: Tony Shohan, Mike DeLauder, Ed Hobbs, pretty good player from Seattle. So Alex doing his thing like he normally does. Now, do you, you started to play a lot more one pocket here, or a lot more, I say, or more, you should say. Anyways, I like your one pocket, even though you haven't played a ton of it, I wouldn't say. But anything particular you see here, or anything particular you against Alex? I don't know if you've ever played him in a one pocket match. I'm sure you have, but anything particular you try to do with him?
I actually waited on this match to play, so I got to. But no, I don't know. Alex is weird. You put him in weird spots and it makes him shoot, and I really don't like making him shoot, because he always moves a lot of balls his way, or makes something, moves a lot of balls, gets out from nowhere. I don't know. I just try to keep it as simple as possible. Don't put him in like terrible spots, really, because I remember last time I played him, I felt like I had him in a bunch of good spots, and he'd just get out of it every time.
Yeah. Well, he's probably, him and Bustamante, I think, are the two Filipinos that I think move the best. And of course, along with their shooting and everything else, banking, cue ball. I made a big mistake with the cue ball right there. Letting it come out off the rail got me in trouble, but may have gotten away with it.
Yeah, it looks like you got a little fortunate you hit it bad, so I guess it looks like you might be able to come off the 9 or the 13 and get behind the 3 ball, right? Or do you play a little more, bank the 9, right? Try to move something your way?
Yeah, I mean, normally against Alex, I would make sure that, I'm taking care of the cue ball, of course, but I don't mind on his break dropping down below the 3 here. I got a ball on my side up to, what is that, the 7 ball that's near the cue ball. So whenever I got a ball on my side already, I kind of like, I feel a little protection, so I don't mind dropping. I might even come off the 11 and drop down below 3. I don't know how much of the 9 I can get at. I can't remember, really, to be honest with you. And a lot of what is taking the time whenever I play Alex, I guess, is not so much what I want to do as what he's going to want to do next. So I try to figure out that, kind of like where's he going next with the cue ball or a shot or whatever. Now, this is surprising. Maybe I feel real good about coming across with the cue ball, because I can hit the 11 or the 9 with the cue ball.
And he's one you really want to make sure, you really want to take care of it against him, huh?
Yeah, and I hit it bad. It looks like I sold out. That's going to hurt. kind of overhit it a little bit, though, it looked like.
Yeah, it looks like he come out far enough where he can cut it, and you know if he can cut it and he can reach it, he's gonna shoot at it, right?
Oh yeah.
I guess
I'm
not.
surprised that. Yeah, because he's got enough room to fit the bridge between the 8 and the 1, and we all know how great he is with the bridge.
Yeah, he can come up between the 8-2 and actually run into the stack there and get probably could have got out from that shot.
Yeah, it must have been sitting a little steeper than the camera was telling us. Yeah, got pretty fortunate here also that the 15 and the 8 are kind of tied up. Man, that cue ball really got away from me there. If I let him
But
see
you know,
the
this
2,
event's
that's a bad mistake.
This
Go ahead.
event is always like that, though. The banks, the tables are always slick, and then comes the middle of the one pocket, as we are right now. We're in the middle of the one pocket event. The tables start getting a little boingier. The balls start just hitting the rail and they just take off.
Yeah, gave up the 8 ball here as well, which is really a mistake. But he could see the 2. Wow, hit it on the top side.
Oh, it went clean.
Went in clean. I don't know if he'll tell us about that one or not, but
Yeah,
but what
right.
Skyler was getting at, yeah, this is about 5 days into the Derby. You know, these tables probably for no event in the world gets more play on tables for 9 days than the Derby does. And I also think the Cyclops balls tend to lean towards getting a little boingy also, don't you?
Yeah, I believe they do too, and that probably comes because they're a little more phenolic, made out a little more phenolic than like air myths and stuff. So I think that might have something to do with it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know the materials. I do know it is more phenolic. It just seems to play a little more boingy, and to be honest with you, it's a ball that rolls forever too. It seems like so.
Yeah, it does seem like they do.
Now, he could pinch draw into this 9 here? You know, like straight draw. He could go the rail and hit the top of the 9. He could just play for the is that the 14 that's near the 9 there?
Yeah.
I'd like to bump something here, though. I think maybe not.
He might just try to leave an angle on the 14 and draw into the 1 or the 12. Go for the 8
Yeah.
next.
Yeah, he could hit both the 1 and the 12, probably, and open up the 8. Just seems like to me if the 6 goes, I don't mind going into the 9. That way, if I come off the 6 and go to the center of the table, okay, is he just going to play
something
for the
like
bank
that
here?
He didn't get, because it don't look like I think he's got enough angle to get over and run into the 1 to have a shot at the 8, but I don't think he's really got much angle.
Was he eyeing up the 9 off the 8 there for a half a moment? I don't look like he had looked at it. He's got to use the bridge shooting the 14, I think.
Yeah, because he's not the tallest person.
No. Tell you what, though, one of the best in the pool I've ever seen to use the bridge, I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's amazing with it. I wish I could use a bridge like that. I've even practiced it and used it quite a bit, and I can't use it like he can.
No, he'll put inside English, go 3 rails, draw the ball. He just
Power
rolled
shots.
that one in. Oh yeah. Now the 12-1 is lined up if he banks the 8 in and wanted to try and gain position here. And really,
so
I know it's selling out, but I mean, okay, Alex ain't taking no chances. Now he's got a bank on the 6, maybe.
Bang the 6. He's gonna try to draw down and stay behind the 7, or if he makes it, shoot the 7. Looks like.
He's close enough to it. He can put a hair twist on it, plus still get the cue ball over. Boy, it came off straight. But he was really taking care of the white ball there. Probably just roll off the 9, stay on the side rail maybe. Put the 9 on my side. Really still kind of off with the speed of the cue ball though.
Yeah, your speed has been a little off so far.
Yeah, a little jumpy.
Yeah, a little happy.
See what Alex. Yeah, a little happy, right? We'll see what Alex wants to play here. He's gotta be a little careful here with the 2 balls doubled up on the side rail there, right?
What?
He's gotta, you know.
I mean, what's the key here? You just mainly take care of Whitey or what?
Yeah, and he's real smart not. That's real smart not to come all the way down there. Coming all the way down is what would have got him in trouble, you know.
Yeah.
Let me see the 1, maybe a bank on the 7. So most of the time you come all the way down with the cue ball, but every now and again it lays better to, you know, just get through that shot, making sure you're not giving up a bank, especially with a big lead.
See, that's my problem. See, I think I always try to get down. Well, not always, but majority of the time, I always try to get all the way down. Like there, I probably would have tried to get all the way to the end rail with something.
Right. And then you lose track of the 9 ball too, because you got to hit the ball harder maybe. So, you know, and Sky, like I said, most of the time you do come all the way down, but every now and again, you know, it's just you don't want to go so far with it. And like I said, just make sure you get through that first shot. Now he's got a lead here. So, but the 4 onto the 7 is still not bad, right? Banking the 4 onto the 7 and cue ball up in the end rail maybe.
Yeah. Do you follow that and try to go all the way across and get like behind the 9, 13, 6, or do you just go up to the corner where he's at right now?
Yeah, I like the upper right corner. Yeah, I like the upper right more than the left. But he'll probably, with a 5-0 lead, just shave the 1. He's got to make sure he doesn't line up a kick shot. That can happen sometimes.
Yeah, just stay in control of the game. Yeah. The kick ain't far off.
No, it ain't far, and there's some balls that may stop the cue ball, but hard to rely on, I think. I wonder what I'd
see. Like when I play somebody like Alex, I play a little more aggressive because I know, like, I mean, I don't say I move bad, but I feel like I'm definitely getting outmoved by Alex. So I kind of get a little more aggressive when I play somebody like him or something.
Yeah. Well, the short shots, the real tight position shots and safeties and stuff like that, I try to stay away from with him. That's the shot I like in this position down. Because now he's got to defend a few things. So.
Would you say the short shots, like?
Well, like after the break, right? I stay away from banking a ball that's on top of the stack over and sticking the cue ball because Alex is so good at like moving a ball a little bit and putting the cue ball froze on another one. So, but when the cue ball's open more, like it is now, or the last few shots, we're not really welding the ball. That's whenever you might feel like you're an underdog, but you're not that much. It's whenever there's a lot of like little tickies and stuff getting you behind balls. That's where you're a big underdog playing that, Alex. And I don't mean you, I mean a lot of people, so.
Right.
But when the balls are more open like this, shots are a little more easier to pick out and, you're not on the backside of a ball. Well, the game becomes a lot more even, I think.
Yeah.
Now, this has got 2 choices here. Do you bank this just to make sure you don't give up a shot on the 6? Or do you bank to make it, maybe giving up a shot?
I like just swinging it, and I like banking the 7 and just playing my cue ball back down near the end rail, just trying to get 1.
Well, I'm trying to bury one because I think the 110 is real playable. Now I hit that so I thought.
You hit it good.
Yeah, better than I
Yeah,
thought.
so. Good
Well,
thing.
like I said, I
think
don't really
you lost the
remember.
6.
Yeah, I was trying to
Right.
get to the middle of the end rail on him to where he couldn't really get shape off the 6, and I overhit it a little bit. But the 110 plays it maybe, so.
I guess when you make it, it don't matter.
That's right.
See, now in this position, Alex has to feel like he can lose the game for sure, even with the lead like this.
Well, yeah, the 4 plays. I'm looking at the 12, cut the 12 on the top of the 11, play it off the 10, but I think the 10 goes over in a bad area here, so maybe not. Of course, the 3's shootable, but not much future in that. Bad angle, I think.
Just jack up and spear this 5-ball in.
Oh, yeah, is that what it is, the 5 that's in the center of the table?
5 or 3. I think it is the
Yeah, it's
5.
Well, I think
Jack up and spear it in.
Well, the 4 plays also if I want to roll that in. So.
Yeah, I think that's what I would shoot. I think I like shooting the 4, personally, because you can still hide the cue ball, get behind the stack, and then play something else from there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is I'm shooting, to be honest with you. It's kind of fun to know. I don't remember all the shots. Looks like the 4, though. And a little full. It's going to give up the mustard.
Give up the mustard.
That's right. Yeah, but kind of had to shoot at it, really.
Yeah.
Overhit the ball again, though.
I believe so.
Now, Alex, he's got to decide how he wants to play this because he knows that, if you hang this 4 ball and give me a chance and snooker me and give me a chance to bank one in and get back in the game, that's what's going to happen or try to happen. So. Squeezed it in. Is there a kiss shot here, Sky, on the 10 of some sort?
Yeah.
Maybe the 11.
I was about to say. Yeah, I was
going to say, can he shoot the 11-1 and stick him on the 10?
Like the 11-12 into the 1? Carry him off the 12?
Yeah,
I mean, you ain't going to make it, but you get close.
It might go. Might cut it in natural. I don't think he'll hit it that hard, but yeah. I was wondering about the 11.
Nice
if it was
shot.
Going to come back across.
Yeah, I like that. That was a good shot. I like that. See, first thing I see was shooting the carom with the 10 ball right there.
Yeah, well, I think Alex, just a couple shots he's played a little more secure, and coming off that loss against Jason, I didn't see that match, so he's probably playing, but probably thinking need to tighten up a little bit.
All right, so both of y'all had a round 6 loss, and y'all playing round 7 here, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So this is to stay in the tournament.
That's right. If I remember correctly, too, on the next table, Jennifer Beretta was playing Tony Shohan in a 9-ball match, I believe. Went hill, and Jennifer actually won it.
What match was it?
Jennifer Beretta and Tony Shohan in a 9-ball match, I believe, on the next table over.
Oh.
I knew she beat as it went.
I knew she beat I think she beat Joey Corsiak on the TV table hill, I believe.
Yeah. Well, she plays well, that's for sure. Now, do you bank the 2 into the back of the 7 here and come 1 rail? You could maybe even spin into the 10 if you really wanted, or you could come up into the stack maybe if you feel like you're going to move the 2 and 10 over, or 2 and 7 over a little bit.
See, like right here, I'm actually kind of stumped. Like which way to go.
Well, he's looking at something off the 4, maybe the 4 into the 13 and 13 into the back of the 7. That's a little dangerous to me, but
Yeah, see, I don't know about shooting a 2 into the back of the 7, because see, if I shoot it, I'll hang that 2 ball a lot. I feel like. I feel like I will. I don't know though.
You mean like leave it there? You mean when it hits the 7? You mean, or what do you mean?
Like if I hit the back, like bank it into the back of the 7. That's what you were saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel
Bank
like
it
I
one rail
might
into the
hang
back.
the 2.
Yeah.
I feel like I might hang the 2 right there in the corner, but I mean maybe not.
You mean in his pocket? You mean?
Well, no,
You mean like
this
shooting it
this
straight
is
in?
yeah. I feel like if he shoots the 2 off the back of the 7 right here, he might. Oh, you're talking about banking it into the 7, right, and taking the
Yeah,
cue ball.
banking it to the backside.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you can bring the
I thought
cue
you
ball
meant
up
like
into
get
the
them
like
both
the
out.
5 or no. Like play it to your hole. You could even swing it around the 11 up table if you wanted. You know, you could bank it more aggressively. Like if you had a ball more on the bottom rail, like say the 14 or the 11 were more on the bottom rail, well, you bank the 2 into the 7 and swing the cue ball around because nothing can really go wrong. I think he's still looking at the 4 off the 13 into the 7. The problem I got with the 4 off the 13 into the 7 is the 4 might stand up right there, and he can't really tuck the cue ball away real well, so he's going to shoot it though.
And you laid down a pretty decent break right here.
Yeah, he's got some options though. So he's looking at cutting the 11, and I don't really think that's going to happen.
Yeah, be cutting the paint off of her.
Yeah, I really think the 2 ball's a shot, whether you go up into like the 5 with the cue ball or the 5-6, kind of like in that area, like that. Or he just banked it in. Nothing wrong with that either. He was leaving me jacked up on everything.
Yeah, so he just decided to all out go for it.
Yeah, he
Go
wasn't
for the
leaving me
bank.
anything. Yeah, he wasn't leaving me anything special though. So this is touchy, being jacked up like he is. Can he get in there with the cue ball, with the tip on the cue ball? To just roll this in? No, he shot it. So he could get a lot of the cue ball there.
Yeah. See, that's the only bad thing about sometimes, laying down a decent break like that. It just ends up making somebody shoot at something, then you might lose the game from there. Like he's gonna get 4 balls or more right here. It seems like.
Yeah, he's gonna get on the 6 and open the rack if he gets the right angle. Or the 7. Is that the 7? Yeah, that's the 7.
Yeah, that's the 7.
Sorry if I don't play with the Cyclops very often, and if it takes me a minute. So here, the 3's really kind of keeping everything from opening very well. If he hits the 8 sticks. I'm not sure how much he can really get open here. If he hits the 6 just right, shooting the 7, he may open some balls up.
You try to split the 6-8 with the cue ball, right?
Yeah, if you can, but you can't put a ton of speed doing that, I don't think so. Yeah, see how this, all right, the 3 actually got him a shot, it looks like. Okay, so he's good. But he got a lot of speed on the ball there, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe a hair softer and try to split the 6-8, because then the 8-3 would be open. It looks like now they're tied up, so he don't have those balls to shoot from where he's at anyways, but still should be okay.
Yeah, it's going to end up being his out ball, the 6-1, and then maybe coming across and opening something up off the 1. So Looks like a quick 2 games to open this match for Alex Pagulayan. And this is something you don't see very often, especially when they don't really sell out a shot. What might be an 8 and out off of his opponent's break, right?
Yeah, you don't see that very often.
And now breaking the balls in game number 3. How did you do in the 2020 Derby there, Sky? I know I did a few of your matches. I think you were still undefeated going into the 6th or 7th round.
Yeah, the one pocket, huh? I was
Yeah.
I did okay in the one pocket. I think I got like 10th. You know, like the last 3 or 4 years, I've done. You know, I've gotten like top 10, top 15 in the one pocket, but you know, I didn't play. I did I think I got like 7th round in the banks. I did 10th round in the one pocket or something, 9th round, and then I no good in the 9 ball this year or 2020. Yeah, no good. I didn't play good in those.
Now, was it 2019 you won the 9 ball, isn't that right?
Yeah, 2019. Yeah, I won the 9 ball, and I got fourth in the banks and 10th in the one pocket. No, I got 3rd in the
Won the
banks
all
and
around.
10th in the one pocket. Yeah, won the all around.
All right,
Yeah, it was
now,
sweet.
Alex is back at the tail. Yeah, real sweet. And then, of course, 2020 came.
Yeah, right. Yeah, 2020.
Can he get enough of the 10 ball here to 2-rail it somewhat and draw the cue ball over behind the 2 here?
Oh,
The shot,
man.
he comes up here and
Yeah.
there. So. It's like maybe the
It
12's
doesn't
got him a
look
little
like.
bit.
Yeah,
No, he's
I
gonna
was
look
say I
that
don't
way.
think it looks a little hooked from there, or a little, you know, too far behind the 12.
Well, that's where he's looking.
And this is
Don't know if
Pagulayan.
he's-
What about just kicking one rail and playing the cue ball up by like the 3rd diamond, just taking a foul and protecting your balls?
Well, I think he'll do that if he doesn't play off of another ball. For sure, Alex does not mind going to 1 extra. This is surprising. He's shooting this. Is he spinning the cue ball like that?
Mm.
And nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you make it, whatever, but he's giving me a lot more air than he did. You know, he didn't have to give me that much air with the cue ball.
Yeah, that little bit off the air kind of shooting that. I feel like spinning. He was close to his object ball. He could have hit that wrong a lot of ways, really. Like just barely poked it instead of. It might not have got as much out of it as he wanted.
Well, kind of just showing us what he knows. Up 2-0 here. 14 laid funny though. I mean, it's not bankable. You'd like to just shave off the 11 and put him on the back of the 8. I'm not sure what I'm looking at there. Kind of cueing the ball funny. Not sure if I have much at all here, Sky.
Yeah, I like your shot you just mentioned though, skimming off the 11, and going 1 rail behind the 14 up on the back of the 8. Looks like you got the right angle coming from the 11.
Yeah, it looks great right to me, and the 13 makes it to where it's hard to give up a bank on the 14, and if you get them behind the 8, you know, you've done pretty well. Must not have liked the 11. Now Alex has got some options here. He can bank off the 9. He can put me back in the stack. The thing about putting him back in the stack, though, is you're kind of making things easier for your opponent to just kick underneath the 11. Here, I like either banking the 9 down or just bank it and try and put it in the way and really play the cue ball. I may have overcut the 9 here a little bit, huh?
Yeah, if he hits it fuller, he would have got more out of the 9, and the cue ball wouldn't have traveled as far. You know, he might have been on the end rail there. Really left you, minimal
Nothing
cue
on the
ball.
11. Yeah, and nothing on the 11. Now it's easy to cross the 11 out. So it looks to, probably be a long game maybe here. We'll see.
It's funny, it's early in the game. You're already prepared for a long game.
Well, like I said, I don't really remember. Of course, I remember the outcome and the score, and I won't tell anybody about that, but I don't really remember the sequence of shots as well. But
No, I'm just saying, you're looking at the rack.
The way the balls
like,
lay. Yeah.
You're like, oh.
Just the way,
yeah,
if he does his thing, I do my thing, it's probably going to be a long game. So. Yeah, I actually did a match of yours here recently, and it was a pretty quick one. Even though it went hill, and I'm trying to think who you played. It was Danny Smith, I believe.
Oh, in the one pocket here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was up. I think I was up 2-0 or 2-1, and I could have won. And I messed up or something. He made a Danny Smith shot. Freaking got me that game, and I ended up winning hill.
Yeah, he played pretty well actually, and he overcut a ball hill that he had to put severe spin on. It was almost like a kiss shot, and then that was it. You pretty much ran out on him, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so. I think so.
Yeah, these balls sit funny. Got to rolling through the 11 without scratching is difficult. I mean, and not hitting the 6 either. You could double kiss it. This is a funny little spot right here.
Well, what the 1? Is the 2-1 the one not go off the 11?
I looked at it earlier. I thought it was aimed a little bit like it was going to hit the long rail. Okay, that's not too bad. I don't know if you noticed what I did there. Overcut the 14 and used hitting the 15 and 8 to kind of guide the cue ball down here. Gave him a shot on the 14 a little bit, though. Now this, you try to just get it between the alley on the 11-8, banking the 14 down. It doesn't really go, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think it goes. The 8's in the way, I believe.
Okay, he really spun it trying to create some movement, and that 11 ball is a bad ball for trying to play safe on. Hard to play safe on the 11. This doesn't look like much fun here, Sky. Maybe I could 3-rail the 14 or something.
Yeah, it does look a little funny here.
Just crossing it over.
Oh, a little
Sweet
nudge
kiss.
helped a little, I think.
Yeah, perfect is all. Now Alex is going to kick at the 10 ball hanging in the upper left, probably. Doesn't have to, but.
What'd you say, he'll kick and leave you up there? You think?
Yeah, try to make the 10. Try to make the 10, yeah. Pretty easy shot for you guys. Puts me in a little funny spot here. Again, the 11's a hard one to, play safe against. So. Not taking much time here though. I must be able to see the 7. Go off the 7 and drop to the rail below the 13 there. Now, he doesn't play this back, does he? Probably just edges it.
Just to put you in the corner again, right?
He's running.
He is hitting it full.
Yeah.
Huh. I didn't like that. Maybe hit it like you said, maybe edge it, just put you back in the corner.
I think so for sure. I think he gave me a lot more air with the cue ball there, doing that. Just come across the 6, drop the cue ball below the 13, and when you're in this spot here, it's going to take a few shots to get out of it or start to get out of it. So. Now, would you curve at this 7 ball to just bump it up the table and, I don't know. Only reason I say is because,
It looks like he can cut the 6. Well, you don't really want to move the 6, I guess, because open up a little bit more for that 13. Yeah.
Yeah. He could come off the 9 maybe. That's not great either though. So he could bank the 6 though maybe and go up. Can he do that, or is that a little too tight to go up the left side of the table?
That's what I was thinking, but then he leaves his the 13 a little more open, like more opportunities for you to move that ball. So I kind of like leaving the 6 there, but I mean he really don't have a lot to get up in the corner.
I was wondering if he might challenge from this spot. Really good cue ball, though. And that's keeping it simple, and keeping the heat on. I mean, he may not do that against a few of you guys, but most guys, this is okay to leave this 7 ball shot. It looks like I got a soft roll to 13, which is no fun. Oh, I hit it firm to the stack, just to make sure it didn't roll off or anything like that.
Yeah, hit it good.
Yeah. I was thinking I had to roll on like half the ball, and I was like, man, that's not a fun shot. So that's a smarter shot, I think, to kill the cue ball and come into the pack. Now Alex will just edge this ball, go to the side rail. Oh, he hit it pretty good speed here now. We gotta watch out now.
Dang. I didn't like hitting it that hard.
No, I just lay it down where the chalk is over there, a little lower than where the chalk is on the long rail. And a rare, simple mistake from Alex. You don't see that very often.
Dang, Jeremy, y'all ever gonna make a ball this game or what?
I got a good feeling about this 1 ball here.
Yeah, about this shot.
I think the 6-4 is maybe playable.
I guess the 6-4 might be a little wired. They're really close. If not, does it go past the 5?
I think it does. I think it's a matter of trying to create something else, or do I just try to get shape on the 8 or the, what is that in the center there, the 15, something like that?
Hmm.
Or do I go up into the stack with the cue ball? I don't think so, but maybe.
Yeah, high English looks like you might be coming
Yeah.
into the stack. If it's wired, it's not a bad shot, yeah, because you can. It's hard to miss it if it's wired from where you were.
Yeah, I got more on it. I got into the bottom side of the 5 there. I didn't expect that. So might cut it this one though.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like your favorite kind of got to shoot it.
Yeah. Even lefty, even if it's lefty. Or the bridge.
Dang, you can play left-handed?
I can shoot a few shots lefty, you know, like this kind of shot where I just got to flat cut it. I can do that lefty. You know, certain little shots that it's not real good.
Look at that.
You see that pinky?
That index finger. Yeah, that index finger's tucked under. That's what I was looking at.
Yeah, that's my bridge. That's how I make my bridge.
That's stable. Yeah, looks like you didn't really leave a shot for Alex for him to shoot here.
No 10-3.
I mean, that's the only thing I see. I mean, he can go at your 11, or just go for it.
Yeah, just go for it. I'd tell him, don't worry about that 11. Just make it, play shape. I think, anyways. I mean, that's one thing, Alex. He wears like a miss hit. He wears it on his sleeve a little bit at times. Sometimes, you know, like here he's not really struggling, but selling out like he did on that one ball. He doesn't forget that easily sometimes. So, like all of us when he plays, you know.
Yeah, you can see it when he hits a shot bad or something. He does. He holds it for a minute. Like if he gets out of line the next shot, he's always like getting upset.
Yeah, he's really played well of late. Now we're in the latter half of 2020 now. But okay, going for the combo. Looks like he's trying to get at the 11. Well, he's got a thin cut on the 10. Super thin. I don't even know if I shoot at this. Because, I mean, you got to get him perfect to get on the 6 somehow. How are you going to get on the 6 or the 8?
Do you just make this and just cut your cue ball loose a little bit, or do you try to run into the 2? Or I might just cinch this ball.
Yeah, flat cut it in, right?
Yeah, I think that's how I would do it for sure. Looks like that's what he's doing.
He
overcut it.
And he got the shape he wanted. A shot on the 8 to get started. And that's all Alex usually needs, but overcut the 10. I'm curious to see. Of course, only ran a couple there, but really had problems the last couple of years running balls. I used to know the order pretty well, but I don't know what it is. I mean, you lose a little confidence, maybe, is it, Sky?
Yeah, I would say probably a little confidence, because then you might play shape on a different ball because you're just trying to get as many as you can instead of playing the out like you normally would because you're more confident.
Yeah, worried about saying no missing instead of just playing it how you're supposed to. Like there, for instance, safe shot, but at the same time, if you get a little flat, you may not get many more balls. But maybe coming up for the 8-ball bank here, maybe trying to get position.
Looks like you're coming out for the 7.
Yeah. I was just kind of looking at how I wanted. Go ahead.
This shot, do you go all the way to the end rail, or do you just get behind the 8?
No, I don't want him to see the 5. I don't think. I may have done it anyways, but usually you don't want to let him see the 5 right there. If you only got one ball on your side, he's going to remove that, and then, you know, things are going to start to get difficult, even though you got a lead, you know.
Right.
Like here, you may even curve at the 5. That's how good a value it is moving it. Now he can see it, so that's a mistake by me letting him see it. Unless he's just got a little bit of a portion of it, it's not too bad. Okay, he couldn't see it. Right, stun across here. Killed it. So got to where I need 1. You like this position, Sky?
Yeah, that's pretty good. That'll get it most of the time, anyways. See, this is like what I was saying earlier about when I play Alex. I kind of don't like putting him in these spots. It's weird because I just feel like he's better from these spots than a kind of a simple one. Every time I play him, it seems like that way. But not this time.
Yeah. No, he was a little snookered there on that ball, trying to twist it in. Yeah, he is tough, and you know, I talk about it in other situations, like when you need 1, right?
Yeah.
And your opponent needs 5 or 6, and you're playing somebody like Alex. Well, sometimes you'll have like a 2-railer where you can hem the cue ball up, but a lot of times I'll let the cue ball be kind of open because I'd rather him just play that 1 ball, 1 pocket with me rather than maybe get creative and stick me up behind balls and get back in the game. So
yeah,
a lot of people always bury the cue ball, and I'm like, man, when I only need 1, I don't want to, you know, be a hair off on the bank on the speed on the bank, and then he gets to knock 1 away from a little pack, and you know, things start going kind of goofy.
Right. I'm gonna step out for a quick second, real quick. I'll be right back.
All right, Sky Woodward, join us here in a moment. 2-1. Now that was a little bit funny, but it looks like the 11 helped. Or is that the 13? That's the 13, excuse me. 3's gotten in the way of that bank. So Alex has got to be pretty careful here. Doesn't really have a natural to drop off the 5 and get me behind the 3. He's got to kind of draw it a little bit, which is still doable for him, especially if the 14 doesn't bank. That would help things for him a lot if the 14 doesn't play. Gives him a little bit of room. Now the 1 does go by the 3 ball, so that makes it difficult to play some type of double up situation up in the corner, or long distance anyways. You can see a little of the 4. You can see enough to bank the 4 into the 6, and drop off behind the 3 there. That's a little better angle than trying to drop off the 5. If you were natural on the 5 where you could roll it and do that, that would always be best. But if you had to draw off of either one, not only banking the 4 into the 6, you're kind of moving some things a little bit that may, be good. Now it's a matter of, can he get at the 4? Okay, he's shooting something else, it looks like. I'm not sure. Pretty nifty. It's going to give up a little bit of position, though, and looked like to me he just didn't want to take a chance coming off the 5 and drawing. Maybe he's opening balls up towards my hole.
All right, Double J, I'm back.
Skyler Woodward back with us. Now, Alex played a nifty little shot just because it was a funny position, and if he had made it, it was a bank combination. He could have maybe done something there, but now he's in a little trouble, it looks like. Can't play it. Now, I think I just probably play the 3 over, maybe into the bottom of the 14. Maybe the 14 carries off the 15 over. Just keep it real simple. Really just trying to lay the cue ball down there. But
yeah, so mainly right there, you was playing just the cue ball and trying to move a ball over more, huh?
Yeah, take care of a couple. I know the 9-5's not playable for him, and if I freeze him there, the way the balls are laying, nothing's near the rail, real hard for him to not give me a bank. Now the 3 and the 14 didn't really agree with things, meaning they didn't open up and make bankable, but the balls below the stack from up table are always the toughest to defend against, you know what I mean? So, because you give up banks with those. Now he can do something like this because the 3-14 didn't get bankable, so still okay though. I think there's some concern. It looks like maybe there's a triple combination for Alex on the 14, maybe. Does the 3-15-14 look playable?
Yeah. Guess it does a little bit, huh?
Our last camera angle, the front camera angle, it looked a little more playable. Now this is a kick bank into the stack, trying to make something. I might have got lucky there. Anyways, I wanted to have the cue ball come up the table, I thought, but. Or quite possibly, I was worried about the 14 there, Sky, and I was trying to move the 14 with that shot. Looks like the 14 might throw into me. This is scary if you're if you're on the other end of playing Alex right here.
Yeah, it does look like it's definitely going to move up a little. If anything, I think he might hang it or make it. Yeah, it does look scary. I'd hate to be sitting on your end right now.
Yeah, well, because the 3 helps you here, because the 3 makes you hit the good end of the 15 every time. If you just had to kick naturally at this, you might actually hit the wrong side of this ball, right? But just imagine how many places you hit the 3 and you still carry into the bottom side, which is what you need, right? So.
Right.
Even if you hit the 3 a little bit on the bottom side of it, it's still going to catch the good side of the 14, because you can't really cut the 3 enough to miss it. So. I'd be medium aggressive here if I was him, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like if you hit the top or the bottom of the 3, I think you might be able to sell out, because the 15's going to hit the 9 and stop. Yeah, the 15's going to hit the 9 and stop. You can come one rail underneath, back up. You hit the top of it, you might come up and leave a shot at the 12, the 9. I don't know. So I guess it does make it a little funny. I mean, to me, I think. But, I mean, as good as Alex kicks, it's probably not a bad idea.
He's straight on, right? He's straight on, so it should be pretty good.
He decided not to. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I was
sure
gonna say
look
as
good,
good as he
man.
kicks, he gonna. Every time I played him when he kicks, I mean it's unbelievable. He hits the right side of the ball every time.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And that's the one thing, that they talk about the players today, and we're talking about rotation here mainly, but he got a little shorter there than he wanted. But anyways, he's got to hit this now with a high ball and come up into the 12 maybe. Uh, he's going to take on the bank. But the players these days, I think, may kick better than the players years ago. The comparison of players all kinds of ways. And there's differences between today's players and years ago, but I think the players today, the top players, they really kick at the ball well. Yourself, Shane, Chang, all the Euros kick well. Of course, the great American players is also, but I think it's something that's gotten a lot better over the years.
Yeah, because there's so many. There's nowadays like playing rotation stuff. There's so many kick safe battles, and there's like 3 or 4 or 5 innings every time. It's like it does seem like everybody kicks better like nowadays.
Yeah, I see it a lot. Just doing so many matches, the commentary. Taking a lot of time here. Yeah, he's so good with the bridge. If the 5-wood there, he would have done shot it. But now he's a little over the 5 as well, so he's got to get the bridge up. He should come just one row into the 12, I think. Oh, he missed the 12. May not matter though. Maybe the 12
You would have
goes.
came into the 12.
Well, I didn't think the 12 went. You know what I mean? So if the 12 doesn't go, the 5 certainly doesn't go by the 9, does it? So
Yeah,
I
I don't believe
thought he
so.
had to move the 12. So if the 12 goes, no, I definitely like shooting the 6 for going into the 6, but I thought the 12 didn't go, so that's what. Now he's looking at something else, maybe. Maybe the 12's just tight. And he's got a little angle going away here, so he's worried about, am I going to get, if I'm tight to the pocket and I'm going away, I kind of want to make sure I make it. So am I going to get too thin on the 9?
I guess the 12 doesn't go, huh?
I think it does. I think it's just super tight. He doesn't want to shoot it. He's going to shoot the 5-9 maybe instead. Alex is really good.
Yeah, because if he misses the 12, yeah. Go ahead.
I was just going to say he's just really good at cutting these balls and killing the cue ball, like cutting the 5 back on the 9 and killing the cue ball behind the 13.
Oh, yeah.
If he shoots the 12, it's just real tight is all it is. And he's just saying, man, do I want to take on this one that's super tight and I might get really kind of no shot on the 9?
Yeah, and if he misses the 12, he'll sell out for sure because he can't go nowhere with the cue ball, really. 5-9, he's going to play behind the 13, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So he's going to have to dodge a bank here, most likely on the 1, I think. This is one you'll go ahead and fire at, not only to force the cue ball over, but take a good chance at making it, huh, Sky?
Yeah, right. If you make it from here, I mean,
Yeah.
the balls are there, really.
Yeah, you can get some balls. You gotta. I mean, if the 6 wasn't there, I mean, you might entertain following this up to the upper right-hand corner with the cue ball and kind of keeping the trap position if you don't make it. But with the 6 being there now, I guess it's maybe what I'm looking at. I don't know, but the 6 being there, I might just fire this one in and try to stun across. Yeah, I think I'm shooting at this one, Sky. I decided to follow it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I think you're gonna make that more than you miss it too. You're the favorite.
Yeah. Still probably a little upset the cue ball wasn't on the rail, though. Really kind of keeps him from shooting a 4 easily, I think. But we'll see what he decides to do. He's kind of in a tough spot here. This is one of those spots you were talking about to where, you know, he can't play safe easily here. There's not an easy safety at all, so challenging Alex is not probably the thing to be doing too often.
Right, yeah, and yeah, you don't want to challenge him too many times because he don't miss very many. So I think that's my problem. I challenge him. I'm like, here, you could shoot. You go ahead, shoot away, and then it backfires on me all the time. I actually do that a lot when I play one puck because I'm just like, man, I know if they miss, I'm gonna win the game, and if it gets me beat a lot, but.
Well, I mean, you know, I've watched you play. I think you've changed a little bit. You know, I think sometimes before it was a little me or you mentality. You know,
Yeah.
you're gonna knock it in, or I'm gonna knock it in, one of the two. But I think you know, watching the matches and watching you play, and I played you a few actually. I think you've changed a little bit for sure. Now, what's he looking at here? Is he trying to get the cue ball back to the end rail somehow? How's he going to do that, Sky?
I don't know. I don't even know if I like shooting a 6 from here, really.
Nah, I'm not.
I don't know if I
very in love
could.
with it.
If I'm going to shoot something here, I think I might have to shoot the 4.
Yeah, if you're going to go, I think the 4 is definitely the shot. You may not end up with a position with a follow, but you probably will. I mean, because you're not going to dead roll it. You're going to put a little speed on it. So he was looking at the 8 into the 1. There's a little bit of something going on there. I don't think you'll end up shooting that.
Oh, yeah. It looks like if he shoots that 2, the 1 it'll probably bank into the 13, so it looks like he might be able to move all 3 of the balls right there.
Yeah. And the thing is, you don't have to hit the 13 in really a particular way to move it. So, all right, I think this is probably the best shot. He gets a chance to win the match with this shot as well. Oh, he played the kiss shot and didn't get any kind of shape. And Alex will do that. He at last second saw the kiss. He never saw the kiss shot until the last second. Then he just dropped down and said, oh, let me shoot that. And not saying it was bad. It was a little unlucky, really. But he saw it was dead.
It's crazy how often those... Yeah, it's crazy how often kiss shots come in play, too. Like off the break, if you ain't got a good shot. There's always like a kiss off of the stack. Quite a bit, really. It's weird how often like that kiss shot he just shot comes up, really.
Yeah, it doesn't take much. There's a couple guys, Corey Dewey and Efren, I hated, and Alex is actually one of them too. Tony's really good at it. I hate those when those come up with those guys, even if they're tough ones. It seems like they make them a lot. And the cue ball gets
Yeah, right.
spinning for the cue ball gets spinning for shape and safety a lot of times also. So, all right, what's he doing here? Oh, 2 railies.
Oh, he hit this pretty
That
good
looks like
too.
perfect.
Man, that kind of would have been a brutal one to get played
In the
on you
game
right
on.
there. Yeah,
To end the match
yeah, right.
is
That's
what
what
it
I'm
would have
saying.
been.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That would have been a one to really lose on.
That would have been the fat lady singing, is what that would have been.
You kind of
Ray
got a free shot right here, huh?
Yeah, and even if he can billiard spin the 12 in, he can't get shape with it ever because he's got to hit it so soft. So this is really pretty free. Now, am I looking at the 2 instead of... I'm not sure which shot I'm looking at here. Guess the 6? That's the 7, huh?
The 7, but you got a little weak.
Yeah.
Not
Little light
look
with the...
too bad though. Yeah.
Yeah,
You just
Alex probably
kick one
just
rail under this.
under the 7, yeah.
Bump to 7.
Yep. Now, sometimes with so much cover right here, meaning you got the 9, you got the 10 there, you got the 13, you know, you can play some trickier shots sometimes, like banking the 1 across on the 2 and going into the 7 with the cue ball if it lays nice to do so. Because you got so much cover on the bottom rail, right? You got so many things that cover up the bottom rail that you might kiss the 1 off the 2 towards your hole off the 11. You know, you got a lot of good things that can happen. So I'm not saying that's the shot here because I can't quite tell the angle, but you know.
You probably don't shoot something, you know, like that where you take a little bit of a risk running into the 7 or whatever, going that way. Probably don't shoot that when you're up like 4-0 in ball count, right?
No, but you see how
yes,
he
you
played
do,
that?
huh?
Yeah, but the thing
I
is,
got you.
there's so much protection with the 9 and 10 and all those balls there. It was worth it a little bit. And he was trying to get that 11-12 open or something closer to the pocket. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like when you're up, you know. Go ahead.
You know, man, he looked like he could have double kissed the 7 there and just sold out the whole game. Because he had a little bit on top of the 7.
Yeah, it's weird though. You get that feeling like you're gonna hit it just fine though. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like sometimes, you know, you're up 5-0 in the game count, right? You want to send balls up table, but the shot really says, man, I'm supposed to put them on the end rail because the way the balls lay. So that's kind of what he did there. Be nice to make a bank here. Oh, hit it way thick.
Yeah, you
really wanted to hold the ball. Well, I didn't want to give up the 3. I was worried about the 3. So I was really trying to spin it. I was trying to really spin it, so.
Yeah, because if you cut it anymore, your cue ball might get away.
I'll let him see the 13, it looks like, so that's big trouble. Watch out, this 10 off the 5 maybe or something like that. Like that. Now, I haven't seen this, folks. I don't remember it, but it just looked like the shot kind of laid there.
Now, does he have? He has a shot at the 1, right?
Sure does. Sure does. Can he get any more though? I mean, you still want to shoot it, right? But can you really? I mean, if you're going into the 2 kind of heavy, I don't know if he is, but can he get any more? Because the 5 doesn't pass. 12's tied up.
It looks like the only shot he could get from there was a 13. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that bank combination kiss shot. 2 rail bank combination kiss shot.
Yeah. Well, Jeremy, we don't see you playing with them wood shafts no more.
No, gone to the Q-Tech, and I love it.
Phew. Well, never thought you would go to low deflection at all. And then you went to the carbon.
I know. Well, I went to a glove first. I was always powder for a long time, never play with a glove, and now, yeah, I was pretty stubborn with equipment there for quite some time. But like I said, I really love my cue now. That's a Bob Owen, a shirts cue, great cue maker from Wichita, Kansas. Play with his cue for about a decade. Well, that ain't worth a hoot. Can't even get at the one.
Yeah, so you're kind of stuck shooting now, huh?
Yeah, I think so. I could come off the 11 and go to the rail and just spin up and hit the bottom of the one, but that's probably kind of like just prolonging your agony there, leaving 3 balls within a diamond or half diamond of your opponent's pocket. So I don't know what I do here, to be honest with you. Is the 11 kiss over and move it? I can't do anything with that, I don't think. So. Not sure what the play is here, Sky.
I think you got to shoot here. I think you just got to make the ball and then do something. To me, yeah, I would just make the 13 and run into the 5 and then try to do something with the 1 or I don't know.
Yeah, just flat. Just however you make it the best, right? The 13.
Yeah, just cinch this ball. Make sure you're still shooting after this.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. With the 1 ball there, the 12 is definitely makeable, so it's not like I can just bank the 2 or anything like that. So I think, like Sky said, it's just really all out make the 13. And I'm looking at drawing off this ball safe or something. Oh, that's the shot I was talking about a minute ago. But unless you cover that ball up, you're really kind of like, things aren't too good, really. We'll see what Alex wants to do. I mean, normally you just cross the 13 over and kind of like use it as a blocker and go up table. Cue ball.
Yeah, just go take the cue ball to the corner. Try to get the 13 in the way.
In the way of the kick or in the way of the balls or whatever. You know, try and use it somehow. So.
Right. It looks like he's kind of thinking about banking this 5 ball up under the 2. The way he was looking forward. Or looking up table.
He definitely looked at it when he first came to the table. Yeah, you normally want to move that ball. If you can use it to cut off the kick like he may have done here, that's great.
I'd say about right there.
Yeah, pretty perfect. But what I was getting at is you move that ball, and look how much freedom you got on the left side of the table with the cue ball now. So now Alex, unless I really change things up, Alex is going to be able to do, put me up in that corner many shots in a row, right? So. This is big trouble. Looks like the 1 may be dead with the 11 off the 12 into the 1. That's not sure what the shot is here. And I think he did lay the 13 right in the way of the kick up underneath the 1. So do you kick to the side rail trying to creep up underneath the 1 going by the 13, Sky? I mean, I don't know what to do here. That's tough.
Man, I don't know. You're shaking your head up there. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I'm looking at the 11 off the 1. That doesn't look doable.
Can you spin enough hitting the end rail and hit the bottom of the 1? Can you do that if you like small mass hay or something, like small curve?
Maybe, but you got to put some speed on it when the ball's the 13, the ball you're curving around so far away. So got to hit it just right, not to probably give something up, I would think, but possible. I can get at the 3 though. I mean, is a 3 not a? Am I banking at this?
Looks like you're kicking or banking the 6.
Banking the 6, dropping down.
Oh. Boo. I guess I
Yeah,
don't
I'm in
mind
a
that because
bad
you get the
spot.
cue ball to the bottom.
Yeah.
Get the cue ball
I was
to the
trying
bottom.
get
It's
it
not
and
too
get a bank
bad.
on the 1.
Yeah.
You know, the cue ball's not going to be there. It got kissed a little bit, but he had me in a bad spot. Didn't know what to do. Alex looking
Thanks,
at
Reese.
banking the 2, maybe. He's got all kinds of shots. He could chip the 6 and go around the 5 and up table into the corner, open them balls up. He could do this. Things look real bad right here for for double
Yeah,
J.
they don't look good.
Well, the good thing is I can hit the bottom part of the cue ball, which is probably going to help in this upcoming shot. If he froze me here, I'm probably dead meat. At least when you can hit the bottom part of the ball, you can put some, you can put a little steam on the shot and hold the cue ball.
Right. So you're just hoping you don't hang the 12 ball right here, really. Because you're going to stop your rock, really. Oh, yeah. Rearrange the furniture.
Yeah. Completely. I don't think the 12 goes by the 6. So Alex has got, again, a few different options. He can bank the 2. Try and maybe bank it into the 11. Looks like it's right in the path, huh? Oh, short. That might hurt.
Yes, if he leaves you on the rail, you might be able to shoot the 6 ball.
Yeah. Well, the 1 ball ain't sitting too bad. I know that. Rolling that bank in. Don't think I can do anything with the 5, huh, Sky? That's not really bankable. I mean,
Yeah, if anything, I kind of like lagging the 1 ball if you're going to bank at something.
yeah, me too. Well, if I can draw back for the 12 here, I got to shoot that. Now really kind of cut myself off on everything, I think. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, played the kiss shot.
You trying to come back this game, huh?
Yeah. Well, I think only needing 3 here might get out. I doubt it, but maybe.
You said I doubt it. Doubt it, but maybe.
It's always a possibility. Kind of overran a little bit there, but
Yep, doubt it.
yeah, I doubt it. Well, still in position to tie this match up.
So when you're in a spot like this, you need 1, he needs 3. Do you fire at this 5 ball, or just play your cue ball in row to give yourself a chance to win, or do you just play the 5 like that? I got you.
Yeah, I just played the
Is that-
5. And
you
sometimes
don't like-
if I'm not so close, if I like controlling the speed, I don't mind 2-railing at it. I think I was just a little close to it to make sure I could control the speed, you know. So.
Yeah. See, just like when I'm in that position, I kind of like giving myself a chance to win, but
Absolutely.
you know, I don't know. My end game is really not the greatest anyway. So.
Yeah, if I get a 2-railer, I got to play hard. You know, yeah, I like to shoot at it.
Yeah.
Now here, probably a little on the fence, shooting at this 12 ball maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, this one I would actually play the 5 somewhere.
All right.
Up to the top left corner or something. Just try to kill my cue ball in the end rail. Let him bank the 12 if he wants.
I think I made the comment to him that I'm a shoot at it, I guess. We'll see. I mean, should be, you know, make it at a pretty high percentage, but wow. Guess I was clearing a couple balls there. Holy moly.
You said holy moly. Yeah.
Now, Alex, I think he's got a 1 rail to get behind the 1 here. Quite gonna get there, and gonna get him jacked up on that bank as well. It's gonna lay tough. Did you shoot at this guy?
I'll probably just bank it back over to this side of his side of the table here by where he's at or something. I guess so.
He banked at it. Yeah.
I don't really like shooting that because, man, it'd be so hard to cut it enough to make it from where he was being jacked up. And your cue ball's a little wild.
Yeah, I didn't like shooting at that one myself, I ain't gonna lie. Didn't look like you could ever hold behind the 1 at all.
So you don't play that 12 all the way back up by the 1, huh? You don't?
Well, I was trying to leave him. I cut it a hair too much, but if I leave him where this isn't bankable, it's a little harder for him to defend, believe it or not.
Okay.
Yeah, and this table here was rolling a little bit towards, watch this, towards that bottom rail when it got near the pocket, or it was before, yeah, a little bit. So I thought the bank was tough, but I was trying to leave him doubled up where he couldn't bank either ball, and then it's a little harder for him to defend. Or sometimes anyways, he's got to push the ball up the table or something like that and not leave me a bank. So. Not much here, huh? Just cross it over, maybe?
Yeah. Looks like just crossed over. I mean, but it's not. I mean, he's going to miss the kiss, I think, but he's not far away from the kiss.
No, not at all.
It doesn't look like from here.
He could pocket
But if he does
12
kiss,
and roll forward.
Yeah. he does kiss it on the right side of the ball. I don't think the 12 will come back up at all.
Mm-mm. All right. You're right. It is really close to the kiss.
Yeah,
Gonna
so
say
I
you
think,
could always
he
do
was
that,
forced. Just back cut it in, double J right here.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I shot that one, Sky.
One time, well, I didn't really know one pocket really at the time, but when they were having the one pocket at the Super Billiards, I was in the Pro-Am, and I had to play both of them at the same time, and you can't play both. You got to forfeit one.
Mm-hmm.
So I start my one pocket match, and I started a few minutes early, and I've got a 15-minute grace period. So, I'm shooting everything. I'm actually playing Jaybird, and I beat him 3 or 4-0, whatever it was. And he kept leaving me in the corner and leaving me that cut, and I just kept spearing it in. Like every time, I'm just firing at it every time. And then I ended up going. I got to play my other match also. So I was in the final four of the one pocket. There, just shooting in my hole.
Playing it on a shot clock, huh? Playing it on a shot clock.
Yeah. We have 4 games. I have to win 3 or 4 games in like 15 or 20 minutes. Not the best odds playing one pocket, but.
Now this ball does 3 rail, I think.
And you get Whitey up. Looks like you made it. A little long.
A little long.
Dang, you couldn't hit it any better.
Wasn't bad. Hate to say the best stroke I put on a shot so far was a 3 railer.
Right.
I talk about this kind of one pocket all the time. Now I need 2. I need 1. He needs 2, but really it's the first person to get a shot because Alex is going to probably play some type of position if he gets a shot. So don't ever feel like you're way far behind in this position when you need 2 or 3 and they need 1. Touchy business here. Now Alex has got a little bit of a kick bank on the 1, maybe? Possibility?
Yeah, kick bank. See, I was thinking 2 rail, but then I was like, nah, that's not an option. Not an option, really. I mean, it is, but not really, because Whitey. Yeah, kick bank.
He's just going to hit the top side of it and bring the cue ball down, it looks like, anyways.
I can't remember which one is this one is my hole, right?
Perfect cue ball. So probably just hit the, my left side of the 11. Bring the cue ball over to the left side of the table, probably, huh, Sky?
Yeah, that's what I'd say. Just you don't come all the way back up, or you just play.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't want to give up a long railer right here. So.
I got you.
Yeah. Now you can play it a little more aggressive with spin. I don't know why I didn't there, getting the cue ball over that side rail a little more, but either way, Alex should do about the same thing, whether he wants to double bank the 11 back to his side or just chip the 11 and go back up. Either way, probably chips it. And as these balls get further up, that shot I just shot becomes more difficult to do. Or, there's a little more risk involved, hitting the left side of the 1.
Yeah.
Make it, yeah, so.
Yeah, because you're really in the same spot. You kind of have to try to overcut the 1.
Yeah, might go in off the 11 though. I'm looking at a kick here.
Yeah, the 1 is going to come up towards your hole, and the 11 is going to go to your side, but I don't know. Personally, I don't mind this shot because I feel like cutting it, like you said, is a little tricky once it gets a little closer. Look
Yeah.
at this shot. That was a hanger. It was a hanger.
They're both. Yeah, and he had me in a bad spot. They were both going to my side. That's another reason why I shot it. So.
Yeah, looks like you are going to take a break. All right. Nice shot.
Yeah, split the wicket.
All right. Well, I'm going to step out for a minute for the break.
Yeah, we'll be back shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Hang tight. Again, Jeremy Jones with Railbirds TV. Skyler Woodward back with us here shortly. Alex Pagulayan now breaking off in game number 5. Tied up 2 apiece with Jeremy Jones. Pretty nice break there, it looks like. Could come off the 13 ball in here and get behind the 9. A lot of times you play off the 3 maybe and shave it. Not sure. Looking at the double up possibility from up the table. Maybe pocketing the 14 in the side. Falling with top inside all the way to the end rail. I don't know. Normally you can shade this 5 ball and drop down. Oh, I could hit thick, which is a little safer way to play it, but you disrupt the stack sometimes. You may give up a dead one. Is that Skyler back on there, I hear?
Yeah, and you kind of lose your 1 ball that you kind of had by putting it up in the stack, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do, right?
Oh, yeah. Now Alex checking the stack just in case he elects to bank at that 14 ball if he can even get at it. I don't know if he can get at it. I guess he can, maybe. So maybe the 11-15 is playable off the 4. He's concerned about going up table because of that. Yeah, I can barely hear you, Skyler.
Hear me now?
It's a little better. Lost some volume there on you, though.
It just looks like when it's hill, everything, all the force possible get connected.
And hear Alex and myself chit-chatting a little bit. Playing the bank. Playing it back on the 9. Pretty good. You with us there, Sky?
I'm here. Okay, is it better?
Yeah, that sounds a little better.
All right. So I was trying to mess with my mic to get it going.
All right, a little kick and stick on the 9 here.
Nice shot. A little unfortunate. You kind of left him the same bank, but shoot the 14, huh?
Yeah, I think the 14's not so easy to get out of the kiss, I think you may have to shoot the 9, but there's a little problem with the 11-15 ball if you leave the cue ball up the table.
Oh, yeah. It's pretty close.
Looks shootable at least. Maybe not dead, but shootable. Well, maybe he can bank the 14 and beat the kiss. I thought he was flatter on this ball.
Oh, yeah, he missed the kiss by a lot.
Yeah, by a whole lot.
I expect him to miss that one. If he could make it without the kiss, for sure. And you can actually shoot the full bank to 14 here, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't think he can kick so easily at this 14. Did he long rail kick this 14 here?
Looks like he might have to. It looks like he might try to spin at this. Probably the best he could really get out of it.
Yeah.
Dang, that was really risky because he spun that a lot. You could tell by his body English, and he really hit the top of the ball still, where he didn't get as much out of the 14.
Now the 3 ball does go. You shoot it and draw into the 12. Take your chances here, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's time to shoot this one. Kind of unfortunate the 12 ball went there, because if not, you could shoot the 14, run right into the stack.
Yeah, really almost got to shoot the combo anyways, I think. Take my chance at, I mean, what else you going to do? You could just lay up the 12 and bank the 14, but really to get out, I think this is the shot.
Yeah.
Whether make it or not, it's one thing, but it's pretty free too, right? It like tickies all the balls. Yeah, make that, it's curtains, but.
I was just saying, if the 12 don't get there, then you just shoot the 14 straight in, and a lot easier shot than the combo.
Right. Now Alex, I don't think is going to back down here. He's going to shoot the 7. Stun the cue ball off the 15 for position on the 10. Got a little thin, but still not bad.
And he really didn't get as far over as he wanted there. You don't want this much angle.
Now he's almost got to come long here in between the 3-4 up maybe to the head string to get a shot on the 13 to maybe open the balls up. Now the 1-8-6 I think is not playable. Is he going with inside here trying to catch the 11?
Does seem that way.
Oof.
Now, what about shooting? What do you think about shooting the 15 here? 15, and he's going to run into those balls in your corner.
Yeah, I mean, he's in a bad spot here. Otherwise, he's got a 13 he can roll in, but man, he's got to roll it in, and if he doesn't make it, it's over. This guy's talking about the 15 just near the 4 ball in between the 4 and 11 and cutting that in and seeing what he can do from there. It looks like he's just going to try and make the 12, not trying to play the 15.
Okay.
Good shot. And he snookered. He snookered me on that 15 ball though, so that was huge. I don't know what I got to do here. What do you think, Sky? Move the 3 and draw back down. I don't know. This is tough. Yeah, nice double up position up the table would be good. Yeah, up there.
Yeah, can you actually bank the 4 and get all the way back across over there? Is that what you're looking at, or are you looking at just playing the cue ball up there off of another ball?
Yeah, I don't even know which ball I'd play it off of up there, really. I don't think I can bank the 4. I think I'd want to leave the 4.
Kind of want
Sure.
You want to leave the 5 too, right there, right, or the 3, or whichever one it is.
Yeah, the 5. Yeah, for sure. I'm not sure what to do here. Said you could draw off the 5. Kind of touchy as well, though.
What about what about just shooting the 6 and trying to come behind the 15?
Yeah, if you don't get there though, you're giving up to 3. But
oh yeah.
I was thinking about maybe shoot the 6 just straight on with top inside and follow up to that top right corner.
Oh yeah.
Not the worst just hit it dead in the face with top right. Just follow it right up to the top right corner. You got a huge double up area, it looks like to me. Up there where I was talking about, yeah. Up there where I'm standing. There's not really an easy place to kick to get there that I see. Take a
Nah,
five.
it looks like you'd have to kick past the 11 and put inside to even get it over there.
Yeah, that's tough.
Looks like draw off the 5.
Yeah. Don't let the 5 get away.
I guess that's pretty good, yeah, because then you can't sell out the cross corner like you mentioned.
Yeah, you leave him a little funny on the 14. He can't just give you anything on the 15. He's got to protect against that ball. So, you know, I don't know if the 14 is cuttable. If it's not, Alex probably plays off the 4 and puts me up table.
Yeah. Yeah, I was about to say, it does look cuttable. Just got to think. Cutting edge.
That's right. That's right. Okay, he wanted to make sure I couldn't cut at that 14, so he just laid it on the long side rail. I'm not sure what to do here. This is another tough one. I guess got to use that double up somehow on the 3-4 and all those balls. I don't know. Or the 5-4, I'm sorry. Keep thinking that 5 in the middle of the table is a 3.
Yeah, that's them Cyclops balls. Them colors. I remember when they first come out, I kept getting the 6 and the 7 mixed up for some reason. Because the 7 was like a light color instead of like the brownish color it's always been, or maroon or whatever.
Right. I'm not sure what I'm thinking here. This is tough.
Yeah. Can you kick one rail and hit the back of the 15? You might be able to cut the 15 towards your hole, and the cue ball come one rail up.
Well, I like that. Even just laying on it, just knocking the 15 to the bottom cushion ain't that bad either. Really? No, I'm going up in the air with the cue, so that's always scary. Well, it's kind of hard to have that happen, knock that combo right in. I figured they'd scramble out of there.
I'll say you hit that pretty clean to make that combo, even though, yeah, you weren't trying to make the combo, right?
Nah, I was just trying to hold the cue ball and sweep them 2 balls out of there. With the ball near my pocket, I kind of felt like, you know, I don't have to give him to where he can just has anything he wants to shoot at. So Alex probably just kicks the 14 out here. Doesn't have too many worries. I'd like to get this on his side, though. That way he doesn't give me, you know, some type of long rail shot here. Maybe a long railer on the 3, but kind of does the 13 got those banks covered up, though? The long railers, it looks like.
Yeah, looks like it's well, Yeah, I think it's really close for sure. I think the 4 could possibly go, but I think the 5 has definitely got you.
Just going to move a couple up the table here, or at least one ball. Oh, playing it light. Trying to protect that 13. It's really the only ball that's kind of like definitely on my side. It's really doing something for me, so.
What do you do here? I just keep looking and looking.
I mean, I could shoot the 8 into the 6 and just draw back, but it seems to me I want to do something with that 14 and go up the table with the cue ball.
See, that was the first thing I thought, but then I was thinking, man, there's probably a lot of things Alex can do from there since you don't really have anything closer to your hole. But I guess if you can get behind the 9.
Yeah, I was trying to use the 5 to cover up the 13, you know. I went a little far with it.
But then you still give him options to do things, right? If you go up there to that spot.
A little bit, but I mean, he might cross corner the 4 on me, I guess. But I mean, I got some stuff on my side. I mean, he just doesn't have total free reign on what he wants to do. Now he's looking at, is he looking at spinning the 6 in? He could easily just bank the 6 up his side of the table and drop down to the bottom rail. That's not hard.
So what do you think? You like going ahead and going for this ball, or do you like just banking it up like you said?
Well, he can get at 1, but the thing is, you could sell out. It could double the pocket and give up something. Oh, he threw it in. He overthrew it. So he was pretty convinced he wasn't going to give up a bank, I guess, but seems like he could have, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I would think. I think he got about in the best position he could get to, really, from where he was. Like the cue ball came off the stack just like perfect to come back and not really leave you much.
Right. Now 4-2 in the case game here. It's the 7th round, and both of us have a loss. So somebody will
one
be
game
out of
for
the
it all.
tournament. That's right.
One game for survival.
That lately. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now here, when this ball isn't bankable from underneath, you just don't fool around. Make sure you don't give up the bank if you're going to shoot off the 1 and move a few balls. Make sure you get down there where he's looking now underneath it. 'Cause it's not really bankable from there. If you end up on top of it, you know the guy can twist it back, right, Sky?
Right, right.
Not bad. Don't think I'm going to do much from here. I wouldn't think so anyways. The 5 is bankable, but it's tough.
If you can miss the 9, you can always go up there like between that first diamond and the chalk. But I guess it wouldn't go there. I don't.
Talking about just following the ball on the 5. Is that what you're talking about before it got moved?
Yeah, if you could bank it,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was thinking banking it. Maybe you could just follow the cube up to like the first diamond up by where the chalk is, and that way he can't shoot the 9, and the 111 is not the most shootable combo. I mean, he has a shot at the 4, but if you got your 5 close to your hole,
Be pretty tough for him to shoot at it. All right, Alex sizing up something. Not sure what. Looking at the one railer on the 8 with a lot of outside spin here. Watch out, cue ball to the. He could scratch to the left or kiss this.
yeah, because he's seen something and he started like skipping around the table right there, like he was about to shoot something.
Yeah, it's a yellow brick road.
What about skimming the? I mean, well, I guess you'd have to use a bridge. I was about to say, what about skimming the 2 and just getting a little closer and taking the cue ball like 2-3 rails trying to get up under the 5 up there? I mean, because he's going to be really consistent to get his cue ball to the end rail, really, right? As long as you don't leave you like straight in on the 9, he's going to protect the 4. But it's with the bridge. I mean, I wouldn't shoot it with the bridge. I just seen the shot and then realized that he'd have to use a bridge.
Yeah, I like his chances of being able to do it, though.
I like it better than banking this ball if he's banking at it.
Yeah, I don't know, and this is just trying to create a bad situation for me, which is his opponent, but he's got a lot of other options. I mean, he can knock the 2 away and come over the right side. He can chip the 2 like Skyler was talking about, which is what he's going to do.
Or will he just bank it away?
Oh, he might.
He's just going to bank it away.
Yeah, he just banked it away. That turned out pretty good overall.
Yeah, it's looking like this game might take a minute. Y'all are working on getting all the balls up there. again.
Okay, as he's shaving one of these balls, coming back down, opening up the 4 and coming back. Oh, he hit that really well. Looks like the speed on the cue ball is pretty perfect as well. Nice shot there from Alex. Those little shots mean something right there, because now it's not easy for me to just easily defend. I got to cut the 5 nice. Come back down.
Right, this looks like 2 shots in a row with pretty good speed. Well, yours is going to bounce, but
I'll take it.
yeah, right.
Probably won't take many chances here. Just roll through the 4 maybe, or something like that.
Yeah, just you bank it over to your side also.
Yeah,
See,
probably just go through it like that. Yeah.
Now see, I
Go
find
ahead.
myself
I'm sorry.
when I shoot stuff, you're fine. When I shoot stuff like this, like you just did, I end up getting too many balls. Like when they're up table, I get too many balls on my side, and I clog it up. I can't. I got no banks. Like, is that what you want, or do you want like?
Well,
Kind of want to leave a couple on
they'll
his
usually
side.
open up. You know, you still want them on your side. You know, I know the bank alleys are closed, but you know, once you get one freed open, you know, whether it's on his side a little bit, it can bank towards your hole, and you have a lot of. I like having the balls on my side. I know what you're saying. It seems frustrating sometimes. The balls get clustered up and you don't have anything, but usually if you take your time with it, Sky, you usually will open up and end up being a good thing for you. So. Okay, come out a couple rails with the cue ball. Okay, gotta be careful. Real soft shot on the 1 here.
Yeah, because could have sold out a long rail right there, really.
Mm-hmm. Okay, just edging this ball here, the 11. I'm looking at banking the 11 and see what happened with the cue ball here. I didn't mind going for that bank. May end up costing me a few, but
Now, see, on these tables, you can hold them really good. Shooting the 8 really ain't bad, I guess. Well, no, you could shoot the, because then he might sell out the 1. So yeah, just take the cross on the 11, huh?
yeah, and I think if the 8 was sitting a hair better, he's shooting the 8 all day. I think maybe even being able to, like you said, they hold up nice. Maybe even be able to get shape on the 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
bit.
Being a little tree topped right there don't make it very easy either.
No. Now he's got to kind of pop this, I think, or I say pop it, shoot it with a little speed to give it a good effort to go. And I think rolling it, I think the way the balls lay, it's okay. He's not going to hit it 100 miles an hour, but just a good, nice little stop shot, maybe, Sky.
Right.
On the one.
Yeah, probably just a little medium speed. Just play it more as a bank shot instead of like a one pocket bank or something, you know?
Right.
I would just go ahead and just, play it like, medium speed. But I'd probably like kill my cue ball forward to the end rail. So if you make it, he just straight went for it with low.
Okay, now needs 2, that being Alex. So in a commanding position here with all the balls up table. Doesn't do much here, just plays the 5 into the back of the 8, into the rail, into the 8, come back down with the cue ball. Like that. Now, do you come all the way back down here? You might be making a mistake doing that. Not sure what I have. Am I spinning this with outside? 8? Oh, I was trying to hit it with inside, I think. I think I got lucky there. Alex can bank at the 8 just because it's sitting so well, right, Sky? I mean, you figured they'd lay this over the pocket if you miss it. Plus, you can get the cue ball behind the 9 and all that, maybe.
Yeah, I would say so. Just you got to watch out leaving the 5 ball, really, because being this far down in the game and he'll. Sometimes you gotta go, and like if you don't get the 8 all the way down, you can cut the 5 from a lot of angles and get to the end rail and go ahead and get you 2 balls.
Absolutely.
I think that was the only downfall to shooting the 8 ball from where Alex was, because he could leave that cut on the 5 for you to get 2 there.
Yeah, I think it was just one of them banks for him that it sat so nice. He just felt like he was going to get it over the pocket if he missed it, and he felt like it was a good chance of making it too. So now a long rail bank here on the 13, a kick on the 9 maybe. It's kind of an interesting shot. The 9 ball's not sitting the best to shoot that, but it's doable though. Looks like I'm shooting it. A lot of spin here.
Hoo-wee, I would have to play it with less spin.
I had to, I think, because of the way the ball sat.
Wow, what a shot. Wow. That was nice. I wouldn't even have seen it.
Yeah, well, you learn something every day, Sky Woodward.
Yeah.
Yeah, not much you can do here. You got to roll this in, I think.
Yeah, I believe so. Looks like you're jacked up a little more. Don't look like you're really rolling this. Yeah.
No.
You went ahead and.
Way much rolling to that.
Yeah, you went ahead and just tried to. Hit that one a little authority.
ugly on the 5 there, but it was a little jacked up over the 14. Probably should have just rolled it. Wanted to shoot it in, though, and get a little more of a bank on the 13, I think, so. Yeah, Alex, we'll see what he decides to do. He definitely wants to do something with the 13. Just sitting too nice to not do something.
Yeah, go ahead and go for this bank, right?
Maybe. I mean, if you feel like the cue ball's going nicely into the 2, or maybe even around them balls.
Oh, you don't like it if you draw into the 14? Yeah, just go around it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It looked like it was maybe going around them.
Cause you don't want the cue ball down here or down there with all the balls.
You know, yeah, and you don't want to rearrange too much. Just play for that 1, get you to where you need 7. I mean, you have 7, need 1, so should be fine here. Just gonna play off the 2 lightly. Smart shot.
Do you go ahead and make the 14 here and just roll forward a hair, or
Maybe,
stop your rock on the 2?
Yeah, maybe.
Because you got to get balls in
I don't mind
play.
that at all. Yeah, that's a start of something too. I mean, you know, Alex is a smart player, so he's not going to give up a ton from there, but at least it gets him kind of on the run a little bit. He's defending a little bit, so that's what you want. Otherwise, probably edge the 8 and go down table, something like that, maybe. But I like that 14 you're talking about. I was trying to move the 2 down and put him on the back of the 5. That way he didn't have as many places to go with the cue ball. If I could have opened them 2 balls up. Now I left him a spot shot to win, I believe.
Yeah. Do you think maybe you try a little too much, or you think that's the right shot, trying to move those balls a little?
Well, I probably tried a little too much, especially, you know, hindsight, of course. But if I get the 2 down the rail and I really like the chance of sticking him to the 5, it was going to be harder for him to move the cue ball safe. But probably should have taken my time and just taken the 14 and just see how it developed from there. Definitely probably did a little too much in that case. Okay, it looks like he's shooting to win here.
He about jumped out of his shoes right there.
Yeah, you don't see that very often.
Yeah.
I've seen you do it a couple times, but not very often. I think we've all done that in this game. So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, just got to take your medicine here and knock this away and come back down to the bottom with the cue ball.
Untie one and tie another.
Yeah, all the balls within a diamond and a half of each other. Here's another one of those positions. Maybe able to knock the 4 in and put him on the back of the 14 maybe or something. Looks like a.
Or shoot the 14-5. Shoot the 14-5 and stick them on the 2, right? I know you were trying to 3-rail the 2. But I don't think that ended up too bad.
No.
Yeah, you could hear yourself. You even said it's not bad.
All right, so does Alex bank the 8 maybe? Pinch bank the 8. That's dangerous. Might open the balls on the spot. Probably just comes off the 4, comes a couple rails down here to the middle of the end rail.
Don't listen to him. Come on.
All right, I like playing the 2 balls, throwing them back towards my side with and going to the left long rail and then go 1 rail at the 14 with the cue ball, I think.
Because I think the line is crooked.
Yeah, but it don't matter. Probably scratch.
Still going to shoot.
So what
this.
English-
The key to this is, well, I'm going to put right English, which, doesn't help the shot, but it helps the cue ball. And I didn't put a whole lot there. I was complaining that the balls weren't straight. But
Do you put
there.
right English? Do you put right English to help the 9 go your way, or is it left helps the ball go that way?
Well, I believe left
Be
does. Right? Oh, you mean because the twist factor? I just
You got-
do that because of throw. The left helps the ball throw more. Not so much spin more, but helps throw more. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Now,
I
right,
see what you're saying.
Yeah, right helps the cue ball get safe more often, which is what you normally do because you want to get to the end rail, which is why I got the kiss there. I didn't want to put as much right on the ball for some reason. I'm not sure why, but that's why I got the kiss. So Alex, that's the right shot there. Just dropping down, trying to hide the 9 and 4 with the 12. Alex a little giggly there because the ball's tied up. Still not a problem.
Uh-oh.
Trouble. Alex has got his choice between the 12 and the 2, and normally it'd always be the 12, but with the 8 being there, just didn't know if he wanted to not mess with the bridging funny.
Oh, he missed it. Ooh. So it looked like first instinct. You didn't even look at the 2. Didn't even think about it. Looked like you just got up and was looking at the 12 ball.
Yeah, I might not have noticed it at first, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Derby, the Derby creates long days.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So after a missed ball in hand by Alex, don't see that very often, even though he had to roll it in, but still one he should make, but still back in the game.
Yeah, got your ball back.
Yeah. Sure did.
I like shooting that for the win of the game and to win the match. I like hitting it with like a good speed, like a speed I feel like I'm gonna make it more. I don't like rolling that ball, and preferably I would have put the cue ball out on the other side of the 8 ball where I had more room to really like stroke the ball. So
I think so too. That's what I was saying. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Even if he elected to shoot the ball on the spot, it wouldn't have bothered me just because he could shoot it more, But yeah, I agree that I wouldn't have set it up on the rail straight myself. But what's he doing here?
Yeah, he can't leave the 12 ball right there, right?
Well, he can roll on the 9, and I can't shoot the 12 from off the rail. It's a scratch. That's what he's thinking, I think. But don't get ahead of yourself if you're Alex. Just take that ball out of play as much as you can. You only need 1, and go from there. Alex didn't have to. What he's worried about is me getting some kind of long rail bank and being able to get behind those 3 balls on the lower right part of your screen here. That's what he's worried about,
Right.
or wanting to prevent.
You think, does he try to get the 4 all the way over here on this shot, or is he just, just leave it in the middle?
Shaved it. Pretty nice. Probably just shoot fully through the 9 here, moving it over slowly and dropping the cue ball down a foot or so. I don't know if I'd cross it. Oh, yeah, 2-railed it. Oh, okay.
You were looking for
Good
one of them
shot.
shots to get behind those.
Yeah.
Those 3
Yeah,
balls.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, you just
that
said
gets
it.
me, yeah.
That gives yourself
Well,
a
that kinda
chance,
gets you-
you know?
Exactly, you never know. You might pin him where he has to take a foul or something. You never know what might happen. So. All right, we'll see what Alex elects to do here. He's got just removing the 9, it looks like, with a kick shot. Perfect hit there. So probably just got to softly roll on the 9, but can't give up the 2-railer on the 4. Is the 2-railer playable with the 12 there, Sky? You know a lot about them banks. So probably just chop the 4 over and come back down, something like that.
Yeah, I don't think he can. I don't think he would be able to bank the 9. 2 rails. I think the 12 is in the way. I mean, he would have to be way over by the first diamond for even a chance, I believe, to go 2 rails, because you have to go really wide off the first rail to do that.
He's banking the 9, close to a kiss. Ooh.
No, he just missed it. Just spin bank this one in your hole. No way. Just get it out.
Little thin. Doesn't
Yeah.
want that to go in, though.
You don't want that to go? Oh, no, I guess because he could just put it up there anyways. Easier.
Yeah, easier for him to play off of it safe, so. Okay, probably just chops the 4 over out of position, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't doubt if he went for the long railer on the 4 here. I mean, I know you could sell that a lot, I guess, too much.
But 2 balls out of play, I mean, you can't lose the game.
You wouldn't think.
See, that's something, I mean, like, that's my problem. I'm like, I can't lose the game from here. I'm shooting it.
Well, sometimes it's your problem. Sometimes it's your friend. When you make it, it's your friend.
Yeah,
So
right.
The good thing is you have the ability to be making it at a good rate, so. And, I don't know, how many years have they been playing with the Cyclops at the Derby now? About 5 or 6, probably.
Yeah, I think 5 or 6. I think right when Cyclops come out or something. I think Diamond had a deal with them or something, so it made them. So Cyclops was played like on like all diamonds.
Right. It's what I was getting at is just, it's been 5-6 years they've been out, whatnot. I still have never really gotten fully comfortable with the cue ball at all. I mean, I've played pretty well with it at times, but just never even just felt really comfortable with it. It's weird.
Yeah. It does seem like that cue ball does play a little different. Like it's lighter or something. Like it's easier. Like if you're jumping a ball, it seems like it's easier to jump. Like.
I think that's that material, because it's actually a heavier ball, but it plays like a lighter one because that hard material. It seems like that. I think it's about 90% phenolic, like you were talking about. So. Really good hit there. Is it easy to soft kick behind this? Is that what's going on here? Firm kick, you could lose the cue ball and give up the 2. Oh, I shot it right in his hole. I was trying to cross it over for him.
I can't do it myself. You have to do it for me.
Oh shoot! I see what you were doing. I like the shot.
I was just crossing
though.
it over and going and back up table. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the shot.
Yeah, I just kind of hit it too thin there.
Maybe.
But, yeah. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, Jeremy Jones with Railbirds TV, joined by Sky Woodward. Hey, Sky, really appreciate it, man. I enjoyed it. Wish I could have played a little better, but
Yeah.
you know how it is.
Yeah, it happens.
But that's right. Thanks, everyone. Enjoy your evening there, Sky. Be talking to you soon,
Thanks,
of
you
course.
too.